Actually, good morning, because when I first tried to kind of start this, I wasn't really alive yet. So I have been up since 4:30, so that's why I look like this. But welcome to Living Alone Diaries. I've always wanted to do one of these, but I don't really live alone, but sometimes it feels like it because my boyfriend works so much. But now I am actually by myself for the next week. I've been by myself for a week so far, but I have another week to go. So first thing, it is currently 6 actually. Wow, time flies in the morning, truly. But I'm gonna clean the kitchen because it's an absolute disaster. I was like away all weekend doing things and just did not have the time nor the energy once I got home to actually take care of things. So let's get this day started to the right foot. That's one of the problems with living alone. Like when you actually live with someone else, at least the cleaning becomes a team thing, but it's just on me now. And that kind of sucks because I'm the only one to blame for the mess, but also if it's not cleaned up. Unfortunate. I'm gonna make myself a coffee first, actually. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna start, now that I have my coffee, by emptying the dishwasher because I feel like all messes start when you stop emptying the dishwasher and just start leaving dishes. But the thing about being by yourself, like normally, I will either start the dishwasher or I will unload it. Sometimes I do both, like often I would say, but we try to, you know, someone loads it, someone starts it, or wait, that's the same thing. Someone loads it and someone unloads it. It's so early, I'm so sorry. But I don't have that luxury. I have to do both, that sucks. Much better. And the dishwasher is going again, and I did some dishes. I'm really bad at doing dishes because I hate doing it, and we just literally throw everything in the dishwasher at home, and like mostly I've been throwing things in here, but yeah, there were a couple of things that couldn't be thrown in. I look awful, like so bad. I don't think I'm gonna take a shower before my meetings because I don't think I'm gonna have time. By the way, my face is red because I went whale watching in San Francisco and was on a boat for 2.5 hours and had forgotten to put on sunscreen. And my medication makes me very sensitive to the sun. So, bad call. But I do usually wear sunscreen every day, I just hadn't. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna shower after, so I think I'm just gonna do like a slicked back bun and pretend that it doesn't look like crap. No one's gonna see me. That's the beauty of living alone, but it's also a double-edged sword because then I find myself not caring about anything with my appearance, and then I like even will go outside like that sometimes, and I don't like that because then I start like feeling really just unconfident. Is that a word? I guess it is. I just start feeling very self-conscious, but then I also get kind of lazy. I think it's kind of like something with having, I don't know, one of my mental illnesses, pick your favorite, and they just make me like take shortcuts. I don't know. So then I don't really have the accountability, I guess. I don't know what you're mad about, Charlie. Nothing is happening. But having meetings today does kind of keep me accountable. So then I do actually kind of get ready because I find when I'm at home where I live with my boyfriend, I actually like do try and get ready. And it's not like I'm not doing it for him. Don't get it twisted. I do it for me, but maybe because like there's someone else there, it makes me feel more like, oh, I should like try and, you know, not look like I'm a slob all the time. Although a lot of the time I do, but yeah. I don't know if this made any sense, and then I feel like it might get twisted, but whatever. It's too early, okay? I sat downstairs and I stared at my makeup for a while, and I was like, I know it will make me feel better, but also I just don't feel like it, so I did not. But to be fair, I'm just gonna be on a webcam camera, so like, who really cares? But pro tip, put on earrings if you're ever feeling, or like any kind of jewelry, but I feel like especially earrings, if you put a slick back bun and like whatever you're wearing, doesn't matter. Earrings, honestly, and a slick back bun make you look so much more put together, I feel like. I do also have evidence of this from when I was like wearing jewelry and a t-shirt, but I had a slick back bun And my mom was like, why are you so dressed up? And I was like, I'm absolutely not. It's just because I'm wearing jewelry. It makes it look more fancy. Why am I struggling so much with this earring? Okay, I've sat here for like 20 minutes trying to get this freaking earring, and now I'm getting really irritated with it. But like, the clasp isn't lined up properly. Can you even see that? How am I supposed to put that on? But I literally already exchanged these because I was having issues with the bottom ones. And then maybe I should just return them at that point, but I really like them. Like, I know I will wear these all the time, so I'm gonna try it and fix it. I feel like this is probably easily fixed. Okay, I got it. Ta-da! Do I look put together? Not really, but you know what? It is what it is. My face is so red. I look so friggin' bad. Oh, whatever. I am going to just kind of like, I don't know, do some admin stuff, kind of like planning out my day and everything before I go to my meeting. And then I'll probably have breakfast after my meetings just because I'm not feeling super hungry right now. So I'm just going to continue drinking my coffee, getting ready for my day. Happy Tuesday. Happy Halloween, actually. It's Halloween today. So I have some like end of month stuff to do today too. Yay! The problem with starting, well, one, getting up early and starting work at 8, and then everyone like goes on lunch, and I'm starting at 8 my time, but it's starting at 11 back home. Very confusing. Basically, everyone's on lunch now, and like it totally throws me off because I've been up for a while, so then I haven't had breakfast yet, but I'm in the mood for like lunch food. It's really a struggle, honestly. Like, I am just completely thrown off. But I think that I'm going to have one of my pumpkin bagels because that sounds really good right now. I think that is a good plan. So I'm gonna have a pumpkin bagel with some cream cheese. Yummy. Although honestly, really what I want is I want to make some gnocchi because I have gnocchi in the freezer and that just sounds delicious. But a bagel sounds really good too. Oh, these smell so good. One of the upsides of living alone though, I can eat like whatever I want without anyone there to judge me. So I could eat gnocchi right now, even though it's 9 in the morning, and no one would judge me, except I would judge myself. But also my boyfriend doesn't like breakfast food, so he eats kind of like just a burger for breakfast. So I feel like I'm kind of desensitized to that. Took the dogs for a walk. I also had time to have a little bit of a nap, which was very nice. I was just really tired and feeling drained and felt like that was the best course of action. So now I think I'm actually gonna go in the pool / hot tub, depending on like how hot it is. But it was pretty warm when I went for the walk, so I feel like going in the pool is probably fine. And because it is Halloween, I feel like there's not going to be a lot of people. So that will be nice. I mean, I've never really seen anyone else in the pool, to be honest. So I feel like I'm fine either way. But yeah, I feel like that just seems like the dream. So I'm gonna make sure my phone is charged actually. And depending on that, I'm going to go in the pool. I do have my e-reader, so maybe I'll start reading something. That sounds delightful. I didn't really get to actually enjoy the last bit of pool weather back home because I got COVID literally right before. So that was really unfortunate. I did try to still enjoy it, but it just wasn't very actually enjoyable. I remember I had like a fever and I was sitting in the pool and trying to like it, and I just did not like it. Hello, it's a couple days later. I couldn't find the memory card for this camera and I didn't want to like film everything on my phone because the audio isn't as great. So that's why we're coming back a couple days later. But
I'm so excited because I got a video up for the first time in so long. I have not been doing great with like getting up early, unfortunately. I just have been feeling really tired, and I've been sleeping with my phone right next to me, so then I just like turn off the alarm right away, which I really need to not do that, because even though I have like an alarm that goes off in another room, I still have just been ignoring it. So I need to work on that, because I know that getting up early is when I feel my best. But I did get a coffee this morning, so Phil's is like my favorite, so I'm taking advantage while I'm here. I just got the iced mint mojito. It is so good. Today is Friday, so that's really exciting. I'm just doing my nails with this. It's like Orly Nailtrition like growth treatment, and I did it last week and it's actually working really well, so I'm just on to the second week of it. But I wanted to check in with you guys. It's a new month. It is November 3rd today, actually. And I really want to try and get back to the basics and like doing things that I know make me feel good this next month, because I feel like the past couple of months I've totally lost that. Like in September, I got COVID at the beginning, and then I was sick for a very long time, and I was like quite sick. So it took me a while to get back to normal, and I never really did. Like I feel like when I was finally getting back to normal, I ended up getting sick again when I ended up like in the hospital, and they never really found out what was wrong. And then I ended up coming here. So that obviously is like awesome, and I'm very excited about it. But I have a hereditary tremor, by the way. That's why I shake so much. It's really evident when I've had coffee and haven't really eaten anything, and also am like doing something that requires stable hands. Like I'm awful at doing my nails. Sometimes it's worse than others, but right now it's quite bad. But anyways, I want to take this time, like I only have a couple more days by myself. My sister and her husband get home on Sunday, and I want to try and clean up their apartment a little bit. I always used to do that whenever like my parents would go away. I would be by myself, and then I would take the time to like clean up the house and everything as a surprise for when they got back. So I want to try and do that for my sister and her husband as well, because they've been like traveling a lot. There's just been so much happening, and they haven't really been able to like give their apartment the attention that I think they would want to. So I think that would be a nice thing to do. So I'm probably going to do that tonight and tomorrow. But I really want to take the time today to kind of like make a plan and make kind of a schedule for content and everything, because for some reason I've been procrastinating on planning all of that, and I know that that's something that makes me feel really good. Like getting back to those habits and everything that are kind of like the basis of your life, honestly, is what I want to do, because it's been hard to do that in the past couple of months, but I want to make sure that I am making time for those things that make me feel good. I feel like right now, and maybe it's because I'm by myself, so it's kind of like amplifying that sort of feeling, but I feel a little bit lost. Like I don't know what I want to do with my everyday. And I know that a quote that has been sticking out to me from Atomic Habits, actually, which I think I'm going to reread. I haven't read it in a while, but I've really been thinking of this quote recently, which is, every action that you take is a vote for the person you want to become. And that is like so incredibly true. And I feel like the actions that I've been taking haven't really been going toward that person that I would like to become. I'm not exactly clear who that person is or what those goals are. So I definitely want to take some time to kind of like sit down and do some journaling and kind of figure all that stuff out. I feel like that's going to be something that will make me feel really good, because I don't think I felt my best. I felt kind of like I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and that never really feels good. So I want to feel a little bit more grounded. And I think that's actually going to start with, right now, I'm going to find a little meditation to do. I like to do them from the channel that, like, I always do guided ones, and the channel that I do them from on YouTube is Great Meditations. They have some 5-minute ones and some 10-minute ones. So since it's a little bit later in the day, I'm probably going to do a little 10-minute one. I have already journaled this morning, which did make me feel really good. I love starting my day with a little like guided journal. I always need a guide, or else I'm just going to like go wherever. So yeah, happy Friday. I'm excited for a new day. I wasn't really feeling that this morning. kept hitting snooze, but now I'm feeling really good.
Very Steve Jobs right now because like, I mean, you can kind of see it, but this has texture on it, but you can't really see it very well. But hi, welcome back to this vlog. It's quite a few days later. I'm not actually alone anymore, to be honest. I mean, I am alone for the day. Like today's my last day by myself. My sister and her husband work Monday to Friday, or Monday and Friday in office, so I have been alone for most of the week. But what I've discovered from this whole like living alone thing is that I am lazy, and when I don't have like someone else who is going to see me or like not holding me accountable but like kind of know what I'm up to, I will waste an incredible amount of time. And I do kind of go through phases like this at home as well, where I'll just get really obsessed with something and that will be all I do. Recently it's been Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I mean to the point where like I literally won't put it away for hours, and it's like this obsessive addictive problem. It's really frustrating. I did film like a whole little chatty video about it yesterday, so you will probably have seen that before this video. But what I did yesterday was I was listening to an audiobook, which is Staying Focused, I think that's what it's called, by Johann Hari, and that was really interesting. But he mentioned in it an app that I have actually used before, but I was just doing the free trial, and then I decided that I didn't want to have any self-discipline and I stopped doing it. But I downloaded it again and I've been using it, and it's called Freedom. It's not like sponsored or anything, obviously, but you can essentially like, it's kind of like Screen Time, I guess. Like Screen Time can probably do the same thing, but I like with this one, I can set like sessions and everything and have different apps and like all of that stuff blocked, and I can set it like across my devices. So I'll do it for like my desktop when I'm at home, but I have set it to block certain things for certain times. Like I give myself a couple of hours at lunch, I give myself some time after work, I give myself some time in the morning. But I do also have like first thing in the morning, I'm not allowed on social media, not allowed on any of those time wasting things. So then I can like actually do something. Sorry if you can hear, I think they're doing yard work or something out there, but it has been like so liberating. I got up and I knew that this was happening. Like this was the first day that I was doing it. And I honestly feel like a weight lifted off of me because I don't have that distraction anymore. Like yesterday I was really frustrated because I was like, I'm going home soon. Like I leave on Monday and today is Thursday. And I feel like I didn't use this time how I had wanted to. And then I'm like, I'm putting too much pressure on myself, but it's like, I want to use this time that I'm by myself to kind of get to know myself a little bit more, do some like self-reflection, and also like kind of look at my routines and really take this time to kind of like prepare before it's going to be winter, which it actually snowed at home. My boyfriend sent me a picture and a video of the cat meowing at the snow, which was great. But I'm like, I know that's a hard time for me, so how can I prepare for things? And I really wanted to take the time here to be like kind of this reset, figure all that shit out, but I didn't end up actually doing that. And I was just getting really, really frustrated with myself. But then I'm kind of like, I'm up against it because like the very devices that I am using for work and that I'm using for like these self-betterment things, because I do my journaling and stuff on Notion, they're the same devices that have all these distractions on here. And of course that's going to be hard for me. Like it absolutely makes sense. So I feel like just having this app that like, I don't know how to turn it off really. I like have it on and it's kind of like enough of a hassle to try and turn things off that at least right now I do have that self-discipline. So I'm hoping that I will continue to have that and I will continue to kind of like lessen my screen time a little bit, because that's definitely a trap I was falling into when it's like just me. Instead of using this time to like do things that make me feel good and are actually productive. And I'm not saying I need to be productive all the time, but like I also don't need to be spending hours straight doing something that like feels good in the moment, but it's not actually adding anything to my life. Like it's all about that balance, and I constantly have all or nothing thinking, and I'm trying to get out of that. But I was realizing that it's definitely something that has come out while I've been on my own. So yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I guess that's like the little takeaway from this. There were some things that I thought were going to be more of an issue that weren't really. The other thing that I thought was going to be an issue was shopping, because I am a compulsive shopper, and I thought that I was just going to be like, Target's right there, blah, blah, blah. But I actually have been like really good about that. I have not really gotten all that much other than things that like I actually needed. So yeah, I do feel really good about that. So it was just kind of interesting to spend this time by myself, because I've never lived by myself. I've never lived in an apartment. I mean, I lived in like a triplex, quadruplex, whatever. But that was like a really old one, and it wasn't for very long, and I hated it. But this is like a proper like newer apartment, and I do actually really enjoy it. It is kind of annoying having to like go downstairs to take out the dogs, but it's nice to like be able to get outside and stuff. But yeah, it was really interesting to see what that life would be like for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me as I'm kind of like figuring my shit out. But hopefully it helped you. I don't really know. But yeah, I will see you guys in another new video very soon. Bye.